Violins and violas, we're going to get started today by talking about our fourth finger. Now, before we begin, and while I'm talking, make sure you have your book because you're going to need to turn to number 100. So on page 26, number 100, we're going to talk about our fourth finger today. So far, you have had all kinds of notes talking about first finger, second finger, and third finger, but our poor pinky has been all alone, not doing anything. Meanwhile, the basses and the cellos have been learning their fourth finger, but we haven't been learning ours. Because of the size of our instruments, we don't have to use our fourth finger in order to play the notes, at least not yet. Now we're going to start using our fourth finger. If you look at your instrument, you notice there's another piece of tape. There's the pink piece of tape. Excuse me. There's the pink piece of tape. That is the tape for your fourth finger. Notice it's a pretty big stretch. Now my violin doesn't have any tape, but it's a pretty big stretch away from my third finger. It's going to be kind of, it may feel a little bit like it's a little uncomfortable to stretch that far. If you'll just hold your instrument just like I am right here on the front and take your third finger and your fourth finger up and down like this. That's going to be a good pinky exercise. It's like working out for your pinky. But you're going to work on that, and that will help you to get that stretch. Be careful that it's not really close. Stretch it way out as far as you can. Even if you go beyond the tape in this exercise, that's okay. Now, let's think about the D string. We know the notes of the D string very well. We have our open D string. If I was to play my open D, now, yes, I know this is terrible positions playing it like this. Please don't play like that. You sit up. I'm just moving it so you can see my fingers at the same time. I'm playing my D string. And of course, violas, your D string is over 1. Violins, you play your, and violas, you play your D string. You put your first finger on the D string. That's the note E. You put your second finger on the D string. That's the note F sharp. And again, we've already talked about this. You put your third finger on the D string. That's the note G. Now, normally we would go over to the A after that. But in this case, we're going to use our pinky. We're going to put the pinky all the way out there on that pink tape. Oops, I went a little bit far. That right there is A. Now, wait a second. We already have an A. We have our open A. And we have the fourth finger A. They're the same thing. Fourth, open, fourth, open, fourth, open. They should sound exactly the same. If my pinky lands in the right spot, it hits that tape perfectly, it should sound exactly like the open string that's right after it. So, what about number 100 on page 26, the song we're going to look at? Well, here we're looking at the notes on the G string, what we worked on last week. We worked on the notes of the G string. And on this, we have our open G, first finger A, second finger B, third finger C, fourth finger D. That fourth finger should sound exactly like our open D. If you look at the second measure of number 100, a new way to play D, if you look at the second measure, you see the first note, the first half note is a D, but it has a 4 above it. That's telling you you have to use your fourth finger. So you have to get that pinky all the way out to the tape, play the 4. Then the note after it, the second note, has a 0 above it. That means your open string. So you play your fourth finger on the G string, then you play your open D string. They should sound the same. And then you can come all the way back down for the rest of it. I will play the song first for you. We're going to look at number 100. I'm going to play the song first, and then we'll play it together. So if I'm starting at the beginning, I'm on my open G string. Open, 1, 2, 3, fourth finger. Half note, open D. I stay there and I come back down. Open D, third finger, second finger, first finger, half note, G, half note, G. Let's try to play that together. It's going to go very slowly, but let's see if we can do it together. Here we go, 100. 1, 2, ready, go. Open, 1, 2, 3. Fourth finger, half note. Open D, half note. Open. Back to the G string, 3, 2, 1. Open G, half note. Open G, half note. Very good. Let's try it one more time. From the beginning. 1, 2, ready, go. G, A, B, C. Here's your fourth finger. Half note. Open. Note. Good. Open. G string. C, B, A. Half note. Open G. Half note. Very good. If you can get that, you're going to be doing a great job for our next few songs. It may seem like it's a little bit challenging right now, but being able to use the fourth finger makes things so much easier later on. So work really hard at it, see if you can get that, and we'll continue using this as we keep going. Very good job, violins, violas.